Hi, welcome to Alchemy Balance. Today is the full moon, the Beaver full moon, and I don't know. I was sitting with it, with the energy, most of the morning, and just trying to embody what the full moon was offering. So today I posted on my Facebook page about the dark ones and the light ones, meaning, we're all made of dark matter, and you choose what side you're on. And it's hard to accept that being either one, you have to, it shows you who you really are. And I asked the question, do you know who you are? Do you know which one you actually identify with? Meaning, are you a dark one or are you a light one? Because the dark ones, they take, they're takers. They're very self-centered, and they're people that can't see who they really are, and they're projectors to the point where they project who they are off on you, and they tend to take everything from you, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and gain it as their own. And it's when I sat with this information, it bothered me a little bit. First of all, I'm grateful. Thank you for the downloads, and thank you for the information that came in and this channeling, because we don't look at our significant others, or either people that we come encounter with, or neighbors, kids, anybody. We never put them in a category of dark or light. We just see people that we love and that we love on. And if we put them in a category, you'll know. You better you don't really have to put them in a category, but it will help you see them for who they really are, and it'll help you accept it and put up boundaries, and know how far your boundaries should be set. I'm still sitting with this, and in this belief, that this is such a thing. But I can see it. I believe it. Don't get me wrong. I just, you sometimes you don't want to accept certain things, and that's where I'm at right now. It's the truth. But my human self wants to sit back and battle with the fact that this is someone I love, and I have to look at them in this light. But I also have to protect myself at the same time. I mean, and this is a personal thing to me, because I know someone that's a dark one, and I have to put up my boundaries and find ways so they can't reconnect their cords to me. And then sitting with, now that I know this, I now have to sit with the possibilities and all the different ways I end up going back, living in the past mentally. Not breaking the cord enough to not experience such a thing. And when I say cord, you know, I talk about on my channel that we are frequencies, and your frequency is very important, and what you allow in becomes part of your reality. And so certain things shouldn't be allowed in, and certain cords have to be cut so that connection and that channel can no longer thrive. Because if you allow it to continue to be connected to you, it will continue to live just as long as you live, and it will continue to show up in different people. And you don't want that in your reality. So I had to sit with myself and give myself the space to be okay with letting certain people go in my life, because they're no longer needed where I'm going. They're more of a hindrance than anything. So I know when I talk to Spirit, I ask so many questions, because I go back and forth with the idea of how can I do it differently, or either, you know, I can control it. You don't want to try to control. You want everything to flow. And with this situation, I could see how there was poisoning my frequency, my mind. Even when I would talk to them, it would take 2 or 3 days for me not to have negative thoughts, you know. And when I realized this, you know, it was hurtful, because you love these people, but they mean you no good. And they don't even, and the sad thing about it, they don't even know that they're doing it. They have sold their soul to the dark side, to the point where when they talk, all they spit is poison. Yes. And the venom is you. You're the one that can stop it and cleanse your frequency of this poison. And I'm still sitting with it, y'all, because this is new to me, and this is just recently. And I'm grateful, because I used to ask questions. Why is my mind running like this? Why am I thinking the thoughts that I'm thinking? Why, you know, the feelings, the emotions that's coming up? Why am I overeating? I mean, I mastered a lot of things. And to see that when I talk to a certain person, those things come back up. And then when I went in and did a spiritual cord cutting, a person that was on the same frequency as that person, or either has the same attributes as that person, ended up calling me and was blowing my phone up. So as I seen this, that I realized how my reality was actually made up of these things, because I allowed it in. And it didn't have to come from that one person, because it was several people that would do the same thing. And then it made me think, like, oh, I can see the resemblance. I can see the way I feel when I talk to this certain person, or I talk to these type of people, you know. And it's like, was it draining me, or was I receiving anything good from it? And I realized they was taking more than they was giving, and none of them give. They takers. I mean, and even if you tell them how they make you feel, they find a way to push it off on you. And then they become projectors of who they really are. And you can actually see what they're saying that you are is who they really are. Today was a lot for me, in a great way, not in a bad way. I'm so happy that I have the discernment and can see what it really is versus my lower self trying to see why am I feeling the way that I'm feeling, meaning putting it all on me. What am I doing? Me being the victim, or me being the one that's the cause of the problem, or the emotions, or the thoughts. Not seeing it for somebody gave you this. You walked into somebody's energy field and you absorb what they gave you. You absorb who they are. I didn't have that discernment before. And now that I have that discernment, I'm truly grateful. I mean, now, don't get me wrong, it's like, Spirit, I'm losing a lot of people in my life. You know, but it's okay because you have to make room for new people. And I'm okay with that. Where I'm at right now, I understand that everybody can't go with me. So I smile and I let the relationships fall off. Because even if I tell them what's going on, they don't know because they're an illusion. And if they could actually see what I see, then they can actually see themselves. And most of the time, they don't want to see themselves. So that's why they can't see what I'm seeing, because they can't see them. They don't want to see themselves. They're denying it. So I see them love and light. And I just move differently. You know, I really protect myself and my energy. I protect my mind, my psyche, you know, my mental, everything, because you're in my reality. Because I am in control of what I allow in my reality. I cannot blame anybody else. I can only blame myself. I can only point the finger at me. And with me seeing what I see, I have to be okay with saying, okay, now that I see, what are you going to do, Yvette? Are you going to continue allowing this person or channel or frequency to penetrate or poison your frequency, or harm you in a way where you have to go backwards to try to regain what you already conquered? I don't want to keep doing that over and over again. I did that long enough. I have to be okay with, and I'm not saying I have to be, I am okay with letting people fall off and releasing people and leaving where they stand because they can't go with me. And I did this video for people to see that it is okay to be honest with yourself about the things that you're feeling, the things that you're seeing, the signs. Because we get signs all day long and we ignore them, or we look over them because we don't want to believe. You know, because it's gonna hurt you to let go, or it's gonna change your reality in a way that you will feel alone. But honestly, it's for your good. It's for you to actually shine light on things that no longer need to be, that no longer need to exist in your frequency. We pray for a lot of things, but we continue to pray in the same prayer because the signs that we're given, we don't want to believe it. Spirit and God always send us help. They always answer all prayers. And they always put us in alignment with our assignment and with our purpose. But a lot of us get stuck because we love that person, or we have so much fun with that person. We're codependent on that person. We can't see ourselves without that person. And we fear being alone. We fear not being that person's life. Or we're addicted to that person or that thing. There's so many reasons why a lot of people won't change and let go. And I'm here to tell you, the only way you can get what you're looking for and what you're praying for, you have to be obedient. You have to do things that you don't want to do. Since February, since I've started this journey, I've done things I did not want to do. That I felt that was hard as hell to let go. Hard as hell to see myself do something, or I felt like I was hurting the other person when I was the one being hurt. And wasn't happy. And wasn't satisfied. And continued to feel the pain that was inflicted on me by others. But because of their status and who they are in my life, or, when people tell you to, the way that the Bible goes, or either, that's the way that the world is actually programmed. I kept them in my life. And I continue to lie and deny my feelings. When I'm no longer doing that. And it feels great. Now don't get me wrong. It takes some getting used to. I mean, these feelings that I'm feeling right now has been with me for the last 3 days. And I just know now that I had to do something with it. Because it was so upfront. And the emotion was so strong that I almost got an anxiety attack. So I made myself sit down, because when we don't want to address certain things, we continue to move. We start cleaning, cooking, looking at the list, making plans on what I need to do next, doing work, instead of actually sitting down with ourselves, going within, seeing like, what are you trying to tell me? What am I missing? When Spirit and God probably is trying to tell you that before you can go to the next level, sweetie, you have to address this. I need you to see something that that you're not willing to see. I know that you don't want to see this, but so we're gonna push this up front. We're gonna push these emotions up, so you have no choice but to address it, because you can't go to the next level or to the next stage without addressing this. So I sat with it today. Sorry, I sat with it today. And tears rolled. I cried a little bit. But I'm a big girl. The more and more you do this, the easier it becomes. And write everything down. Because only once you get the stuff you need, you will see the shift. Once you learn the lesson you need to learn, and you make amends with what you have to do, the shift will occur instantly. And sometimes they, they won't call you anymore, or you won't even cross their mind, because now you're leaving their reality. Unless it's somebody that's, sorry y'all, my voice has been leaving me the last couple of days, but unless it's someone that's like a parent, or either your sister or somebody that you talk to on an everyday basis, that's going to be kind of hard. But you'll find a way. And Spirit will help you, God will help you, find your way where you can just maneuver yourself right on out. But this energy from this moon feels like it's removing things that you have been procrastinating on removing. It's forcing you to remove it so you can go to the next level. Forcing you to address it. Forcing you to change your perception on it. And sometimes, you can look at stuff a different way. They don't mean necessarily that you have to let go of certain things, but sometimes certain things have to go. Because the bond and the connection was so strong that the only way you can get past this, or either remove this from your reality, because that other person it has not changed and will not change, you have to just let them go. And be okay with the decision of not seeing them again ever in life. And if you do, chunk the deuces and keep trucking. Because it's okay. As long as you don't attach your emotions to it, you'll be fine. And I'm grateful that I could actually say this. Because I remember when I started this, that I was kicking and screaming, literally, and in my head, and in my emotions, when certain things would come up. Until I got more and more into this thing where, Spirit had to teach me, that this is the only way. And you can't ask for certain things. It's like that saying, birds of a feather flocks together. It's energetically, it is true. And physically too, it's true. In certain cases. Because their energy is forced to be inside your energy field. If you're going to hang with them, you're going to have some of their attributes. You might not do everything they do, but y'all share the same energy. And that's very detrimental. Because if you're trying to make it to a certain spot or a certain frequency, everybody can't go. And that means you can't get up there and keep pulling yourself back down. Dummy yourself back down to that person. Just so they can understand. Because when you're on different frequencies, none that you say or would do or do will be understood by a person that's not on your frequency. They will judge you because they don't understand. They will talk about you because they don't understand. And it's okay. Instead of researching, what is she talking about? Where is she getting this information from? Why is she on this level that she's on right now? Because all the information is just like I got it. You can get the same thing too. It's free. It's no price. The price is changing who you are to come up to this frequency, and it's not a price. Because you knowing thyself and mastering thyself is priceless. It's something you should want to do for yourself. Because that's what we came here to do. And block all distractions. A lot of people stuck with love and distractions. Because they're beautiful. Distractions are beautiful. And you can still experience the distractions. You just can't let it distract you. You can be right in the middle of it. But staying focused at the same time. I do it very well sometimes. Because I want to know. I need to see it from where I am now versus where I used to be. And I love it. I like it. I like the freedom. I know I'm going on a little rant, but I want to talk about the different characteristics. And not just characteristics, but the different type of people and what category you can put them in based off of how it makes you feel. And some people that, that's one or the other may not understand. And you should go within and ask yourself at that point. If you don't know which one you are, then you should go within to figure that part out. Because that means that somewhere your ego has taken over completely. And you're no longer in control. Well, I'm going to get off here. Enjoy the rest of your full moon. I will too. Use the energy wisely. Use it for your benefits. To help you. manifest, call in things, release certain things. You can do a lot with the full moon. And if you don't know, send me a message. I don't mind helping where I can. And yeah, I send y'all love and light. And have a good rest of your day.